I had lived in this apartment for 3 years, but I never realized my hallway was 6 feet shorter than it was supposed to be. Life in Unit 4B was a series of comfortable, predictable rhythms. The radiator hissed, and the neighbor's golden retriever barked at noon. I was a freelance architectural drafter, so I lived by the inch. Precision was my paycheck. It started with a fly. The fly didn't buzz away. It disappeared. It seemed to vanish into the seam where the baseboard met the drywall. I tapped the wall. It sounded muffled. I grabbed my laser measurer and shot a beam. 24 feet. Then, I measured the exterior of my unit in the corridor. 30 feet. 6 feet of my apartment were missing. I checked the original 1922 blueprints at the city archives. The drawings showed a standard rectangular suite, no hidden pillars, no double thick walls. It was a false wall. Someone had built a room within a room, so perfectly executed that it had fooled me for 3 years. I waited until nightfall. Armed with a hammer and crowbar, I peeled back the linen closet panel. I found a second set of hinges. The back wall swung inward on silent rollers. The air smelled like lavender, ozone, and something metallic like a penny under your tongue. It was a high-tech observation gallery. I leaned forward and realized I was looking directly into my own living room through one-way glass. On the desk was a stack of journals. The handwriting was neat and clinical. Subject 4B showed signs of agitation. He spent 14 minutes staring at the fly. Floor sensors. Primera looked down. The floor of this hidden room was a grid of pressure plates. Every step I took was being mapped. They were sculpting my life. They weren't just watching. They were the architects of my failures. My sanctuary was a cage. Adoro Penet. Sarah stepped in. She wasn't wearing her usual floral dress. She was in a white lab coat, carrying a tablet. "Elias?" she said. Her voice was flat, cold. "You aren't supposed to be on this side of the glass." She tapped her tablet. A high-frequency hum filled the gallery. My vision blurred. My knees buckled. "A localized sonic weapon. We'll have to reset," Sarah said. The 4B iteration was very resilient. "We'll miss this version of you," the radiator hissed. 6 a.m. I woke up on my couch. My neck was stiff. Must have fallen asleep working, I thought. I walked down the hallway and paused. There was a fly near the baseboard. I reached into my pocket and pulled out my laser measurer. I aimed it. 24 feet. "Perfect," I whispered. But then I caught my reflection in the mirror. The me in the mirror was holding a hammer, shaking his head no. He was wearing a hospital ID band. In real life, my wrist was bare. In the dust of the baseboard was a single, tiny word. Run, I realized with chilling certainty. I wasn't the Elias who found the wall. I was the reset. And the Elias who knew the truth. He was still in the wall, watching me.